evening all of you. So tonight we've got a bit of a different connection to the Ascended Masters, which I didn't realise until just now. I'd already had Nikola Tesla come by me and he's given me lots of information. But John's just coming by me as well, because he is in the position of being an Ascended Master, but he's not fully connected yet in that energy role, which they're going to try and connect him with so others can use him, because he's not being used as an Ascended Master. So tonight's Sunday's connection with the Ascended Master is going to be a bit of a special one, like I said, with Nikola Tesla. He says he now is an Ascended Master energy, and he's an Ascended Master of energy, frequency and vibration. So before we start that, a little poem for you. Music of the void sounds emanating from the ether. The ether, celestial vibrations, vibrating, uniting everything, everywhere, all connected, immersed, all immersed in the same waters, infinite oceans of sound, vibrations, music of the cosmos. Uniting music vibrates through all of us. Uniting all that's available, and it should unite all of us. To all available, to all who listen, soothing the beast of all. Easing the pain, listen in the quiet mind. You're now connected to everything, and everything can then be fine. So I will draw. I think most people know what he looks like anyway, but that's how we normally start the connection with the Ascended Masters. But John's just going to bring the connection of him to me first, rather than in a spirit connection to my right, place him above in the Ascended Master position so that he can come down with the energy of light. Okay. Good evening, everyone. It is John. There was meant to be Abraham this evening as the Ascended Master, but he is channeled earlier in the week, so there's no point giving the same information twice. And therefore, it has created a space for a very magical moment. Nikola Tesla, he was an angel on earth, trying to do all he could, a wire of energy. Now he's placed above, like he should, to be able to guide others, to connect to the energies around. That's starting from the inner earth, above the clouds you can see and can be found, so that he can help anyone that struggles with connection at all. So it is a very special moment to be able to install Nikola Tesla into the vibration he understood so well. He knows how to do it, but does not have the power to do it. So we are using Diana above, which we have channeled above before, because she holds the divine energy. That's how we can connect Nikola Tesla to it all. So this is John. Enjoy your evening with Nikola Tesla. He is dark now.
Hot air balloon like a ghost face. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. The love is too high, bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. I said, cause I'm clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey, hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Come on.
From the dark end of the street to the bright side of the road, we will love her once again on the bright side of the road. Little darling, come with me. Help me share my load. From the dark end of the street to the bright side of the road. And into this life we're born. Baby, sometimes we don't know why. And time seems to go by so fast. In the twinkling of an eye. Let's enjoy it while we can.
Let's enjoy it while we can.
Help me share my load.
Help me share my load.
From the dark end of the street to the bright side of the road. Cricket! Maybe sometimes I don't know why. Never seem to go by so fast. There's a twinkling of an eye. Let's enjoy it while we can.
Let's enjoy it while we can.
Help me sing my song.
Help me sing my song.
Little darling, come along.
On the bright side of the road.
Little on the dark end of the street.
On the dark end of the street.
To the bright side of the road.
To the bright side of the road.
Little darling, come on, look.
On the bright side of the road.
On the dark end of the street.
On the dark end of the street.
To the bright side of the road.
on the bright side of the road.
Always be loving what you think.
On the bright side of the road.
I think he's drawn himself as a younger version of himself, compared to how old he was when he died. The life-giving light and heat of the sun that fills us all with energy, zest and drive, like a solar-powered battery, the rush of adrenaline that courses through our veins and gives us the stamina and the vigor to keep going. The inspiration that writes itself in verse of poetry, the motivation that keeps the constant creation of new ideas flowing. Energy can be felt, energy can be sensed, energy can be our richest source of joy and wealth. Energy cannot be fenced, energy, it can. Energy has a spirit. Energy never dies. Energy has no true limit. Energy is everywhere. Everywhere it is. It is abundant first thing in the morning at sunrise. It can be seen when snow is falling silently to sleep. Energy can turn into tears and can be tasted when someone cries. Love in the energy of the gods in the heavens. Light is the energy of the stars. Memory and magic is the energy that enchants an entire life and gives nature and the universe its essence. Imagination is the energy that allows us to travel to different worlds. Then imagine the human race one day, living on another planet. Perhaps even Mars. See, that is just a thought. A thought is energy. Our thoughts create waves in the ocean of energy that connects every shore on Earth to any shores above, to our emotions, and our emotions can change. They can change the entire perspective, not just above, but of life around, our relationships with people and all that can be found. They're all constantly changing, they're evolving, and in different stages of rebirth. Even when the sun is in the sky, it can sometimes be hard to realise if it is in fact day or whether it is night, when it is covered over by dark clouds, not letting through the light. Yet there is still energy, and it can be bright down here on Earth, just by sharing the energy with one another. It's as if the sun is still shining around you. As if it's a new verse, a new song, singing clearly and with hope. So it is worth uniting, remembering we're all one. Energy comes in many forms. Hope is the energy that is always ringing my doorbell and knocking not just the door, the energy of purpose, the feeling of belonging, the source and the music of all can grow to become an important as the blood being pumped by your heart around your body, to wherever it go, wherever you look, whatever you do, you instantly just know. Whatever you touch, it's like a fountain, a volcano, and it's a magnet to feelings and knowledge inside. That is constantly drawing people and life to it, shedding its knowledge without words to your inside. It's like a lightning rod, a furnace of unbelievable and incredible energy. As you're all fortunate enough in front to have felt that kind of energy. It's rare, it's unique, not all get to do, but you have. Just like me. And it's often forgotten, it's all known of Tesla. He also had the connection, you see. He admitted to it when he was here, but it's very rarely talked of down here on Earth. It's kind of been forgotten. He wishes to remind and wanted that connection back down to Earth. To try to help others to see that everything is electric and fine. I once, what first created you wasn't just joy and love. It was, but it was like an electric spark coming down from up above. So, Nikola Tesla, as an ascended master of energy, frequency, and vibration, which some could confuse as being light, but light truly is what it could be. So who is he? if anyone doesn't know, which I'm sure that you all will, he was a man that was born in Croatia, but moved over to the US. He's known more as being a scientist or electrician, an inventor. But his biggest thing that he had was an understanding of energy. That's what caught his imagination as a young child, you see. He says he connected, he looked around the mechanics of the earth. He realised it wasn't right, it just didn't feel right. His understanding. He kept searching, couldn't understand, couldn't make any connection, you see. Not until a lightning bolt hit him and he got a connection from something he couldn't see. Right, let me carry on with the work, okay? So he originally set, I've already written what you've just told us there, right? He said he originally set his sights on the earth and the inner workings before realising what was here was a replication of what was above. And he had come across the saying, what is above is as below. So he realised what is below is as above. And he connected somehow. From there, he couldn't let go of the channel of vibration, which some of you may have experienced as well. Once you have, it doesn't feel right when you're not connecting to the energy above. That's where he got all of his understanding from and shared his knowledge from above. As far as he was concerned, he wasn't an inventor. He just saw that energy was everywhere. So you need to remember he's saying, like things in life are constant, just like infinity. The symbol goes around in circles and there's no reconnecting. It's there. It's a symbol of vibration. And therefore the infinity symbol is also the symbol of spirit. You see, energy, frequency, and vibration, that is spirit too. It's light, it's everything. It's from the creator, which some would say was once you. It still is, but it's separate. We all are, you see. It's all about the connection, the energy. But I wasn't necessarily right on all my thoughts when down on earth. There are just a couple which aren't correct. I'll correct those here tonight. One was something funny, which may give you some laughs and smile. I was known for saying that humans on earth, once they got here, it was on wings. That our bodies had developed and lost the wings that we'd flown down here to see. But I realised what I was saying now. I'm ascended. I was telling all down on earth incorrectly with my analogy and thoughts, as I thought and I did believe that was true. We had wings, but I didn't understand. You see, I understood we could fly like a bird if we focused on how they flew. We could do that and rise above a lot of issues and get a connection that was true. But what I was given wasn't that we once had wings at all. It was a telling that we should all remain connected, to be able to fly free like a bird, to be unique, no control, which I really, really absorbed. They couldn't control me. Oh no. I raised money for other sources, spent it in different ways to bring energy to down here on the earth. Well, that didn't go down well, I can tell you. Not at all. No. I'm sure you're all aware of where that money did flow. I won't speak it now in case I call him by the side. He may not have forgiven me and could well be down here rather than residing in the sky up high. For Mr. Morgan, as I said I wasn't going to call, I'm told it's safe to mention, but that's where a lot of the funding came from, until his intervention. So that's all energy. His thoughts had created the flow for a start, but it also ceased. But the energy, it didn't stop. It needed to continue in a different way somehow. Funding, like a currency. That's what energy is. Electricity, in a way. Though it shouldn't be charged for, not in any way. Which is why, with my understanding, I can help with connections, you see. Connecting to the vibrations, the consciousness, frequency. For example, when you're living, you breathe continuously. So breathing, that's an infinite thing for thee. But it's not needed in spirit. But it's infinite, you see. That's a message from above, telling you straight from the source that you're an infinite energy from above. That breathing keeps you grounded down here on earth. That's a way to see it. That's how you get your wings and fly above from the earth. So it's not a physical wings. It's not a wings at all. But our physical mind often needs to understand something it can't comprehend at all. Which is why we have to put visions. Visions a bit like that. That's the best way to try and understand some things that your heart does understand. So I've got and had very similar beliefs to ones that some of you have found. What was it? Therefore, spiritually or logically, it makes no difference too. You can always see, I'm sure, that things we all did when alive, or you do, or down there on earth. Things you constantly do and associate with. Often go in a loop. There could be things that need changing. So a crossover and back to you. An infinite loop is the eternity. So vibration is energy. And all energy has a frequency, and therefore individually and collectively. That is what makes eternity. It is spirit, do you see? Spirit is the infinity. That's the true symbol, meaning at source. First there was energy, then came matter. So is Earth an element at all? I know this is throwing off track, but it'll be meaningful next week, I'm sure. You have Dominion. He's the archangel of the 5 elements, you see. So, what I'm telling you, how possibly can Earth be an element at all? It is while you're in the physical body, but you're excluding one in its entirety and all. That is spirit, vibration, consciousness, frequency, as I say. So, do include more importantly than Earth, alongside fire, water and air. Earth brings those grounded to make it possible to live down here. So collectively, that's what makes eternity down here on Earth, is that Earth element, but it's not needed by spirit above. But like I said, the first was energy, then came matter. So it has to be logical, you see, to include the element of energy with all the others you seek. You see, what makes a compass turn? You're looking at north, south, east and west. And energy pulls it. That's an element at its best. How can it turn something? Without an energy intervention. It's constant. So magnetism was where I start when I was down here on Earth to understand the energy above. So if down below there's a pull to create the directions, there's directions above but in multiple dimensions. That'll be relevant for some. That's why I speak that now. But what do I do? What can I do? How can I help you somehow? So I'd like to say energies. For the physical mind down here on Earth, you'll often need to visualize to understand what can't be observed. So I can help put the vibrations, the frequency, the energies that you can hear as vibration, frequency, do have a sound. 759 is perfect down here. You see the frequency. If you want to go with the 5, the 7, the 9, look at it more closely. It's a frequency that light or energy passes through air. If you're wanting to get a perfect connection, you want to start just there. But how do you do that? How do you connect to get up so high? Starts by visualizing other connections, doing good, sharing. Even if there's intervention of negative energies around, still put out your theories if you believe in them, because they were found, after all, in the heart when you were thinking there, when it was channeled from above. I don't think anyone has ever said to me, which may be helpful to you, but when I ascended, you're always told for the connection, get a quiet mind, you see. So therefore, when you've done that, what you're left with is definitely from the heart, you see. So you can trust what is given, what you've observed, what you've worked out, you see. When connected with the quiet mind, it's what you're left with. It's just truthful, you see. You've just got to believe it, even if it sounds like it's absurd. If I'd have done that with lots I've got. There's lots that's now down here on Earth that wouldn't be around you without the channeling that I'd observed. But I'm pleased, but it took until after my death for that to be realised. So some of you are greater than I. Some of the energies you're putting out are already reaching much higher than I in the sky. But I do wish to help others with connections and visualizations, you see. But I want to try and enlighten in other ways too, you see. So energy, it's a higher awareness, where you were once from. Higher awareness is your mission, really. It's your work to be done. But it does show itself to you all, and even me, quite vaguely. But it existed within you from the very first days of your time here on Earth. But then falsehood started, and you forgot it. Hidden within you like a curse. But just like an oak tree, you can grow tall. You can reconnect to energies. And then once more, like an oak tree, harvest the energies. You just need to connect to the light and the flow of energy around. Don't listen to others. Just feel and dance to the vibrations that are all around. While doing that, you see, the mind will cease to think. Then whatever comes is for you. Individually, you see. See, if you think of it like this, an oak tree, which is a great tree, even when it's small, it knows it's an oak tree, even when it's stood beside a shrub that looks so big. Put a shrub beside it, It knows it's a shrub. It knows it's a shrub, you see. The energies are connected. But then it was proved, but it took it 12 great years for it to rise above that shrub that was next to it. It reside. So if you want to reach to the top, even of Niagara Falls, you can do it. You'll have done it by the time you see you've achieved it at all. So I might not be exactly clear, but I was trying to give a perception to show you it needs determination. But when you seek and notice that you've shed a lot of fruit. It's been eaten for years. By the time it comes to reality, there was a belief that you'd still had while you were distributing fruit out, because the reality took time to come out from the cloud. But I often got asked, when channeled as a spirit, had I managed to achieve all I could? Had I finished it all? Nothing's ever finished. I always thought, you fool. Always connected, always growing. But the physical mind can't see. That's why you put circles on everything. Circular like your mind, you see. But I lived with spiritual signs. They were vital. It's the only way, like the oak tree, I could believe and move ahead. I couldn't see that fruit that was there. Look at the cars that are all around now. They've got my name on it. It's energy, conversion that I did find. But that fruit wasn't even seen, not in my lifetime. It's taken another spiritual man to bring that to the mass. I didn't have the funding. I had the channel. So some say he has too. Yes, like all of you. A different channel to each of you. A different path. And like an oak, there's many different paths you see. I think I've coined a new term for you all, because there's lots down here on Earth that derive from ascended energies. I believe that with the medium, which we spoke about another time. Otherwise, it will bring his physical mind back and we'll be here an even longer time. Because I'm only halfway through, if it is told, of the information I wish to share with you. Which I wasn't really a talker, but now I truly am, you see. I brought all I could in my lifetime to the physical earth while I was down there, you see. So the answer to the question, no, I didn't achieve what I wish I could. I'm still on a path now, and I know now that I should. One second, this might be relevant to something I channeled from earlier. Give me a second. Please give me no end, so give me a second, right? It's there. Right. He said he wanted to light up the whole earth, really, when he was down here. Not dissimilar to some of you. He knew for a fact there was enough energy around the earth to create a second sun. He knew for a fact he could create a light around the equator, or at least a circle, a ring around the earth, just like Saturn. But in his lifetime, humanity was not prepared for greatness. I managed to cover, which you are not told, for the whole of Colorado Springs, free energy, till they only had to plug into the ground to gain at its source. He did that from like the Tesla tower, but also by connecting it with the water that flows. So some of you aren't on a wrong path by connecting vibrations that come down here on Earth with vibrations of water. They can create energies on Earth. Just like what formed you and me when I was down here, down there with you. Like a little spark of electricity. Because electricity is in you. It's you. That's why touching it in such a way can leave you physical no more. Because you're merging back to the energy that flows through all of you. You don't see it, you're not told it, you're not taught it. But you're electricity through and through. You're a nuclear reactor. That's what you are. Walking right about. But not dangerously poisonous. That's not what the future should be about. But energy is not just found there, like I say. It's also found in music, sound, vibration, in lots of other ways. The verses of a great poem, they can enlighten some of you. Perhaps even lyrics to songs that were written many years before the earth knew you. They could be and could have been delivered especially for you to hear, especially when there's synchronicity that you stumble upon, and that message is clear. But if I take you back to where I first began, the one thing I did find when studying the earth was joy, peace, and love. It could be found. You see, just look at a flower that grows from the earth. Food comes out of it, and everything that makes it is the same home as you on earth. So many years looking right at it, thinking, how can my view like this? How can I explain this energy? How can I tune into it? The energy that makes humans exist. It can influence people, give them a beauty. They only need to look at a rose. And lots on earth knew it made a perfect medicine. And the sun rays has caught up for you. So everything you need is always provided for. That in my heart I knew. So all things that are essential, they've always been supplied. All you need to do is look for them, not just with your physical eyes. Begin inside. That's where you need to begin. But I didn't give up. I had the strength, even though others thought I was mad. I persevered through and through. I think they worried more when I became secret. They knew something must be true. That led to my death, even though I was an old man. The government took me. I didn't speak, I wouldn't share. They wanted to use it in a negative way. I refused to share my wisdom. I had no fear, just dismay. So I did die naturally, but about a year and a half after you were told I did. Kept illegally in custody, trying to persuade me to explain my notes. My notes are often bits of information for different things. 3 parts, 3 different subjects, shared on 3 different documents, you see. When joined together, it created 3 answers, not 1, so they never see what I was actually writing down, because that's how the information had been passed to me, often in a jumble to be deciphered. That's important to remember, you see. So joy, peace and love, that was my starting point. What are these things? What are they? I knew that's what the light was, so I knew it was a food, which made me think the light that we see really is an energy, a stellar, a terrestrial energy that feeds hunger down here on Earth. Then a lightning bolt hit. It was true. I just couldn't perceive it here on Earth. See, with wine made from grapes, it's still water, but it cures a lot of things. It's a medicine, you see. It brings joy, happiness. And it was grown here down on Earth. So not only does it cure thirst, you see, it can fill their hearts with joy. And while they're also relaxed, they can gain understanding from gods up in the sky. But in different ways, you can also destroy the power within. Because the power of evil is aware that that's where a connection can begin. But when people are close, you see, to many waking up. Look through history, there's always been an epidemic for many years gone by. Have any of these epidemics been caused from the energies coming from the sky? That was the only thing that I saw with pure when I was investigating Earth. That's what led me to connect to above, you see, from all the literature I'd observed. So then I realised disease was being spread, had to be being spread by humankind. It wasn't coming from the skies, you see. Nowhere could that be right. So if humans can manipulate energies in that way, I knew in my heart, the energies could come positively in another way. So that's really what I'm going to be as an ascended master to you all, to show you how to manipulate the energies around for positivity to all. One second. I don't think he's halfway through yet. Oh, he's about there. See, all on Earth, it needs food. It needs food in order to grow, including humans, the physical body. So feeding in a way, if they can interfere with what the body needs, they can interfere in other ways. So, I then discovered, you may wish to know, thank you, he's already given me part of this. He discovered stars, he was looking at them, and he, according to astronomy, mathematical laws, they could disappear, and still nothing would change. He thought, that star, this is a galaxy. It's light, it can be emitted. It's emitted with density. I can tell it's far away. Fits into a sphere, smaller. I realised their explanation of the solar system was a bit like what was being taught and explained in religions and by philosophers, past records. One thing that did help me, which might sound rather mad, was that led me to believe that those stories they had, that a person could become Christ, Buddha, Zarathustra, and more. So I'm going to be one of those energies. Everyone have got one thing in common. That's a connection for sure. connection to electricity, to energy. So that's where I began. That's how I got the lightning bolt. Because the purpose was not for me. What I was trying to get to me was a benefit for all. Surely that's why lots of you are developing. So believe in yourself and stand up tall. That's how you don't get knocked off. Don't let anyone get involved in your energy. You're bigger than them. You know it. You're a Christ. You're a Buddha. Has not been labelled, you see. That can come after death. You don't want it before, you see. That can create then an ego. Not even doing of your own. More of negativity. Look at celebrities. When fame is all around, they can't do what they're good at. Got them to start. Because they're always in an eye. They're always trying to protect themselves. Because of the eyes that can see. Recognize them down here on earth. It changes them, you see. They have to dome themselves. Just like you, in a spiritual sense, you see. If you are doing very good work, you're far greater than I. Do one thing. It kept me safe. Lots do it. Make sure you put a mirror in the sky. Reflect so people can't see the work that you get. You see, up there, you can't see the information you haven't done for years before it was given to you. That was when the mirrors, they were removed for you, you see. As you're unique, each and every one of you, different mirrors will be removed so you can see. So keep them up until you share. Then you remove the mirror, just like Reiki, which I did understand, healing and the passing of connections that you do see. See, I'd studied that. That was an energy. I knew the monks had something for sure. They wouldn't part with it. They just kept looking up, kept connecting. It was like in my younger years. I could see waves coming around them as they did this. Another energy. So they gave me more internal answers, more than even I thought. And it left me pondering with a greater desire to even more so understand my thought. See, in order to move through life in the best possible way, you need to be sensitive to birds. Because of their wings, you see. Which is why I told you, I used to believe that humans once had them, you see. I thought they used to have them real and visible. As well as only spiritually. But you have to remember, you've not stopped flying, even though you're down here on Earth. That's one thing I never did, was fly out of my physical body from Earth. I wish I could. Perhaps I could give even more to Earth. But if I'm in a position like now, I'm still on a path. I'm pleased with that. And that I can observe. So before I continue any more with words I have to say, I know on this connection, you connect more closely in some way. So just like the birth of the universe, I wish to connect with you. Matter is created. Created, you see, the earth, each of you. Me, when I resided there. The matter was created from the original and eternal energy. You know it as light. It shines from the sun and the stars above, the planets, from everything, from each of you, everything on earth, everything in the universe. So it caused everything to appear somehow. Just accept that. So matter is an expression of the infinite energies, the forms of light. The energy is older than all you see. So you're part of what first created everything. That's in you. You and me. So that is some sort of law. It's got to be. I'm not quite sure how to express, other than calling it a law of creation. That's all the physical mind can take at its best. So the mind, I tell you, cannot conceive or mathematically measure the source of what I say. That used to annoy me greatly. It bewildered. It's like a dark plot in the way. So I had to come to terms in order to bring what I brought to earth. Try and forget this and just see what bits I could fit on the earth from what the universe was giving me. And one day I'd make a whole. Because I was a whole in some way. I just didn't know quite how to see. See, there's many different laws in my mind that made the connection for me. I then need to understand darkness. Darkness was a major help. See, a lot of beauty I did feel. The darkness brought a true light, a nature light to me in the evenings. It was like a purification, transformed me. It was still light. Light did I see? It came from the moon. It was beautiful. That was like a magnetic attraction to me. Magnetism. I couldn't get it away from me. So I explored that. And I realised the moon, it was magnetic, you see. The ocean did change. Changed with every movement of the moon. It was true. What had been believed. I could prove it. But I couldn't prove what I couldn't see. But I knew there was things out there that opened the doors for me to move forward, thinking outside of a box, even when I didn't understand. So I created what I would call my third rule. The need for light. You need to be connected to that if you want to create any matter. Be an inventor. You need to be connected to that light. Whether a composer, whether an author, whether a musician, a mechanic, a poet, a carer, a nurse. I need to be for you. Light is needed for everyone. The more you connect and transform each of you. And the next that I knew was every day. Even though it wasn't an end, I could put it to bed and start afresh. And then bad thoughts could be mended. So I could remember what was positive from the day before that I'd had. I'd only bring that forward the next day. But I could awake with a smile. The biggest distraction I had was women by a mile. Which is why I genuinely did, something that you're told. I did remove them down below. So they weren't a distraction anymore, you see, and I could spend all my time bringing down a warm energy. So I really do want to say, it wasn't a good idea at all. That did leave a balance, deficiency, which could have stopped the flow. Perhaps I could have got more answers, but I didn't know. But from there, and everything is light, which I'm known to have quote. I then, and I'll only cover briefly, was relativity, and understanding or acceptance, which I didn't accept, what I didn't see, but I didn't accept what was being given to me. Although I respected Einstein, yes, I did, because he didn't preach. He wanted all to come together too, to explore different avenues. It's just the way he's quoted to you. So I don't believe. In fact, I know. Something's been changed, so you're left in the darkness. So you can't see all the light. You're saying. Because with light comes a reunion, a joy, a jolly time of interaction with others. One where everyone is kind. If darkness is given, darkness can grow. just like a weed comes through in crops. And they do grow. So everything is relative to one another. What you're fed, what you eat, down to what you grow. The lightning can come at night. I saw that once. I did. Created from nothing other than sound. Sound! I knew it for me. Sound was as important as light. He created it. So light and sound were on the same path to me. It's not about light, it's not about sound. It's about something far more. Yes, it is. Even magnetism and direction you can bring in with that. So it's not about light, it's not about sound, it's not about direction at all. So do you get it now, what I'm telling you all? It's what you can feel. That's where the knowledge, the mediumship come from, you see. You're reading an energy, something you can't see. But it's a vibration that appears in form. That vibration, as the gentleman spoke of last night, that appears on the photos together. That's matter, it's in physical form. When that button, it did press. Something is formed, it's grown. That can explain dimensions. Density at its best. So it shows the electricity around more those that can connect. So I did ponder on that for many years. Gave me a headache in my head. Vibration, sound, light has vibration. I saw an article about stones being cut in Egypt, you see, so smooth, so perfect, that no cool tool could do it, you see. Well, how do they do that? First, I thought I knew from science that I had learned, but in no way. The heat that to be generated needed cooling in some way. So water needed to cut that rock somehow. But I knew water didn't have the pressure nowhere needed to cut it in any way. Somehow. It was used only for cooling. But it must have altered the vibration in some way. It was clear. The earth, it doesn't grow at night. Just like a battery. It's the day and night. So I knew the cutting had to be done with the sun. That is a great power. That needs a balance. Where the moon comes in and balances all. See, what the others don't understand, and I didn't when on Earth, is when looking at a hole. For you, down here, the physical, the centre of the universe, that's on Earth, you see. Because the battery is charged from the sun. But so are the stars, so are the planets. That's how it all has begun. So where you reside, that's the centre for you and me. That I didn't understand when down here, but now I can see. The eternal cycle of stellar skies, the smallest stars, even break-offs, like meteors, they're all getting the light. So noise was created by vibration, and I knew that I could prove. So all is created by vibration, even the light I hadn't understood to be true. So everything is light, can be replaced with everything is sound, which also can be replaced with everything is vibration, because in everything, vibration can be found. That is why life is eternal. Energies grow and grow, and I'm still speaking to you as if the Tesla, the Earth, didn't know. Let me give you a quick poem. You can connect to you, and then I'll give you what he wants to finish with. So a poem. Just led me to a perfect time, I think, actually, for this poem. The sun shines down upon us and gives us warmth and light. Then when the day has ended, it disappears from sight. Though we're left in darkness, we know the sun has not died, for it is shining brightly on the world's other side. So it is when one we love comes to the end of days, they just go to the other side to shine their loving rays. That's the best way for your mind to accept what heaven is on earth. That's why heaven is a place that glows beyond comparison, because the light doesn't show. The light of those who've left us are all brightly shining there. They're all around you, but not for the eyes there. Right. If you want to close your eyes and ask him, you can call him Nikola Tesla or Nikola or Tesla. He says he'll leave an answer to Nick. Call him close. Ask for an understanding, even if the conscious mind can't take it just yet. You want to know in your subconscious how to feel, to connect with the perfect energies, the element of spirit, the knowledge of consciousness, the light for growth. Be the first to experience his ascended master energy, so that it can be grown here on earth. Take you're at the start of creating matter, as he's just discussed. Cheers, John. The very first to experience his energy coming down here as an ascended master to the earth, which can continue, but it's got to grow. So you're not the plant at all. You're going to be feeding a plant so information can go to all. So let him come close to you. Let him come close to you. Feel his energy, his love. Close your eyes and enjoy. He's a lovely energy. See the relevance in the song. Your energy is worth more than any material matter. Your energy is your currency in the world and in the universe. So you need to remember them both. The greatest gift you give to another is your thoughts, your intentions, your beliefs for growth. But more importantly, like magnetism, which each of you does have, is your energetic love. Use your energy to bless your loved ones and your enemies. Create a balance. Live in joy. That's the perfect energy. So back to him. Right. What I was going to tell you, which I know he's not finished. So he wants to guide you like he was guided. He wants to be a vital energy to help you change on earth. A vital spiritual energy for those that are struggling and cannot hear the verse vibration. You're feeling lost, can't connect. There's no such thing as can't. And there's no such thing as can't be felt. Therefore, you may need a purification, not of the body, not of the spirit. No, I wouldn't say. But that of the mind that can affect all. And you, in a lot of ways. Not just you, your mind can be controlled without even a thought, without even being noticed by your mind. Even if it is by your heart and your soul. But at that point, when it's controlling the mind, you've lost the connection, to be told. So news doesn't spread positivity. It's all negative. Forms of darkness to all the empathic energies. You're all born empathic. Even to some extent, that causes the crime that's around you when it's dulled your spirit. Complete. That connection has been lost for that whole life. Down here you see. So anyone that may have hurt you, please see it like that, as I say. Offer them love. Feel sorry for them. That way you can send them love without condoning what they may say, what they may do, what they may have done. Feel sorry for them and realise it's not them. Realise the energies around them haven't come from the sun or the moon. They've not been sent. They've been generated by some down here on earth. It's been happening for a long time to get it to the way it is now. So share love and be kind. It doesn't matter if that comes back to you. One thing I'm sure all are aware. If you're horrible or someone's horrible, then you're horrible back. The signs you're giving is that you do not care. But often you do care. You've still got the love. Why not share that, you see? If you do that, you probably won't then feel that animosity. And just like it takes two to dance in the moonlight, it takes two to create an argument, send them love, and always be bright. How can we charge? We charge them when the energy is low, when they've misunderstood what's been shown to them, which means they're very empathic soul. They've had to shut it off from what's being shown. Perhaps they should have been on a path of light like all of you. So now, your sorrow, your love can begin. For those that have hurt, it wouldn't have been on their life path. Their divine reason for being here on earth right at the start. You can all see that as I speak it to you, with the vibrations that I've shown. So for those that have always struggled to forgive something from the past, hopefully that helps to show what have been their purpose. And just feel sorry for them. If that was your child, if that was in childhood, that was closer to when they did know, when they were born here, a spiritual being, how quickly that was taken. So you can understand when someone has been abused in some way. There's abuse, even to them. Just like light can't be seen each day, but it's there when you look at it. When you see that matter is created, does the sun or the moon have anything to do with the TV shows that are created? So if they're not true and they're stories, you understand they can be fictional. How much of what you're told is true is also fictional, true. That's what changes spiritual heart, changes it through and through. That's my first message, delivered as ascended master from above. That's what I'm going to leave each of you with. That's my very first message from ascended master Nikola Tesla above. Make life a game. Don't create yourself an island in the middle of the universe's river flow. Reconnect those energies, don't cling to the bank. Move forward each day. I can promise to each of you, your true life still within you. It's never too late to meet it, to ascend, to do with it as you'd planned. It was your choice before you came down here, because you wanted to bring that frequency from above, that consciousness to reside here, down here on the earth. So know that you're electricity, but fly free like a lightning bolt. Sure, real moment, being separate from the energy above, but to get the wisdom, follow the path, you still need to separate from your physical body down here to be and feel whole. But remember, when you're down here, enjoy the work to unfold. Hopefully to the others down here, leave a legacy. I can tell you something. If you're unhappy with work, you're not following your heart, you see. That's the biggest influence on all physical life down on earth. Leading people against their true heart. That starts very young in the heart. So free your electricity. Use that lightning bolt to circle you around. Make it reflective. Push the energies back. Start with your own true love. The creator that you once were, that you are. That created what you walk on. Created the whole universe. And it did it with a song. So sing your heart out. Listen to it as it beats. Listen to its beauty. It's you. You can create. That's your sun. What do you wish to grow? You're the light. It's your truth, your choice. The truth be known. It's your only choice. Well, you're separate from that light you've come from above. At least, most of you from the same light. Others are reborn, divine energy, creator energies down here on earth. A lot of you have arrived back down here. Creator energy from above. I got the connection, I wasn't one, as you've reinstalled me above. So I thank you for your energies that have brought me up here. And I'll say good night to each of you. So thunder and lightning, never fear. It's a beauty, it's a blessing. It's a connection. It's trying to cleanse the earth. Love it, dance in it. Feel it. Could be a message to wake you up. If you want a scientific answer, just make sure you stand on rubber before it erupts. It can ignite like a volcano. The energy is inside. Love it, smile, enjoy the thunderstorm. Can wake you up inside. So, thank you, Nikola Tesla. It is light. It is light that symbolizes friendship during the day and through the night. In silent moments, when we think about intimacy, It begins and ends with light. Friendships grow upon sunlit waters. We share happiness along the way. Now we share each other's sunlight, helping light each other's. We have done in some way. Friendship blossoms under the moon, sharing, submersing, swelling, talking, until the morning light, wishing on the stars, interacting before first light. And today, there may have been sorrow, but like the moon, when it shows from above, we all share light with each other. We are the moon, shining brightest. Brightest to those that are in the dark, to illuminate them, you see. Ask them what makes the friendship. Their faces will smile, you see. Again, once more, shining back at you. They will think of memories together, and they'll whisper, I don't know. And you can say, it is light forever.
She rattled the ice in my plastic cup. I said yes, man, fill her up. Tell me something good I don't know. Cause this world's been kicking my behind. Life ain't been a friend of mine. Lately I've been feeling kinda low. And she looked back over her shoulder. Gonna sign hanging up on the wall. Let's say everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Nobody's gotta worry about nothing. Don't go hitting that panic button. It ain't worth spilling your drink. Everything's gonna be alright. Alright. Alright.
So I nodded my head and said that's for sure. Dropped a few bucks in the mason jar. Felt those good old neon vibes on me. And whatever monkey that was on my back, he jumped off just like that, right into the deep blue sea. And I looked back over her shoulder, thinking about the sun hanging up on the wall. Let's say everything's gonna be alright.